to another review by Mark's Angry Review. This is an interesting topic. How to annoy other players in Lords Mobile. This might take you as a surprise, because the most obvious way to annoy them is just to zero them. But sometimes you can't. Either your account's garbage, or you're garbage, or you don't want to, or they're always shielded. There's a million reasons why you won't be able to just zero them in the traditional way. So how do you at least get the second best thing and annoy them? Um, there's plenty of techniques. I'm going to mention some of them here. If you have any ideas I didn't mention, feel free to drop them in the comments. But Lord's Memos is a lot about trolling, and it's part of the game. If you expect not to be trolled, then I mean, you're probably playing the wrong game. Sometimes you want to troll your own guild members as well. So there's no better way to annoy your guild member than oversharing. I mean, adding comments in here like, let me just think of something annoying. I just ate cookies for dinner. Adding information that's just completely unnecessary. It gets annoying. At first it's funny, but then when people start, oversharing completely, you could actually drive people nuts. But you could up it up a level and, go to an actual send out messages continuously, updating people in your life. And I've been in lots of good guilds with all my accounts, and I've just seen some people just share their entire life story continuously over and over and over, rapid detail by detail, and at some point you you want to go inside the game and beat them up good and well. Um, Another way to annoy people is tile hitting, and that's controversial. I know I used to speak out very strongly um, against tile hitting. Um, I'm actually a fan of it now. I think people should tile hit, and I'll tell you why. Um, It keeps the game way more interesting, and honestly, most people, they just tile hit without indiscriminately. And you could really, if you plan your tile well and you defend yourself correctly, you could really mess up people. They could lose the whole troop and they could lose a leader. So I feel like tile should be fair game. During maybe Guild Fest, I think that's okay. That's probably where I draw the line. I think, come on, there's no reason to ruin some guys Guild Fest. But aside for Guild Fest, I say I don't know. I changed my entire opinion on that. I say go for it. Let people tile attack. And the point is, if someone's tile attacking means they're open, which means they're in fury, which means you could just zero them back. It should be fair game, you know. But that's neither here nor there. A lot of people are very adamantly against tile hitting. If you want to annoy someone, tile hit them. That's definitely a way to annoy players. Spamming the diplomacy board. That is a fantastic way to annoy people. You find a guild like this one over here, and the most annoying thing you could possibly write is open. And then again, open, and you just keep on spamming them, and at some point they go crazy. It's quite funny actually. I can't lie. It's super annoying for whoever's doing it, because no one wants the diplomacy board filled with loads and loads of messages. But it's quite funny because people get really involved, they get really worked up. Another way to annoy people, I'm not going to break fury right now, but if you just take the same person and just repeatedly spam them, just send scouts over and over and over and over, and one troop them over. Of course, you got to risk getting hit back in exchange, but the if you want to really annoy someone, getting their red banner around their screen for half an hour, you keep this thing going. So yeah, you want to annoy someone, spam and one troop them and just don't stop. Um, another way to annoy, and this is more annoying your guild chat, is demanding attention. Some people, everyone wants to demand a little attention here and there, but when you actually just generate drama and generate attention over and over continuously, it drives the guild. Usually people get thrown out of guilds for doing that. But there's some personalities that do it all the time. And if you want to annoy your guild, you want to get kicked out anyway. What better way to go than up in flames? So, just continue to re-engineer anything said and take offense to that. How dare you say that? And generate an incredible amount of drama. It's a fantastic way to get kicked out, basically. And you can do the same thing on diplomacy boards. By the way, I have an article with more ideas on how to annoy people. Um, Feel free to check it out. It's in the comments below. in the description below. Another great way is begging people to join your guild. I've seen, it's so annoying. You go to Reddit, for example, and you just see people non-stop begging for people to join the guild. Spoiler alert, you want someone to join your guild, be the best guild. Be really good. Go find the best player in your kingdom and zero him. Trust me, you'll get people out of that. That's how you get attention. If you're just begging people in the world chat, please join my guild. No one wants to because you're coming across desperate and you're just boring. So yeah, if you want people to join your guild, be the best guild or find some form of niche. Say we hunt, you know, 60 of level 5s a day. That will get people's attention, and they'll say, "Oh, hold up, that's a great guild to join." But going to Reddit and going to my blog, for example, and leaving 3,000 comments saying, "Please join my guild." Firstly, I'm going to spam you, so you unlikely will be able to get through. And if you do, I'll catch on a day or two after, and I'll just remove your comment. But secondly, no one wants to join your guild if you do that. So yeah, don't do that. Or if you want to annoy people, then go for it. Have at it. Um, Another great way to annoy people, I guess that's also if you want to annoy your guild members, send the wrong troops. Someone asks for cavalry and you send range, you're just going to annoy them, which, hey, if that's your intent, go for it. Trapping, it's annoying, but again, that's part of the game, and I think everyone will agree that's a healthy type of way to annoy someone. And again, if you want to annoy someone, create an incredible trap, like I have in my article about the sanctuary. There are some solid traps in Lord's Noble that a lot of people haven't discovered yet, and learn them. And you could really ruin people's days and weeks and months because a good trap really works. Um, Also, another great way to annoy players is to keep messaging them to join the guild. Especially if you don't qualify to be part of that guild. If you're, 30 million and you're trying to go for a minimum requirement of 500 million or 1 billion, begging continuously from all different players to advocate on your behalf, you're gonna drive them to the wall. Then again, you're trying to do that, then you'll probably succeed. And also begging the person for a title. What's the word? Over here, base info, vassal titles, begging the overlord regent or the overlord for the titles up. Please give me this, please give me that. Especially if you're the enemy, you're probably going to end up with one of these ones over here. Yeah, not a good idea if you want to be friends, but a great idea if you want to annoy them. If you're really annoyed that they beat you and you want to get back at them by just trolling them well and beg them non-stop for um, a title. Um, Another great way to annoy your guild members is hunting level 1s when they have a minimum requirement of level 2s. That is a surefire way to annoy everyone. Most higher level guilds won't let people hunt level 1 monsters because they'll just fill up the minimum requirement of 300. So the minimum is level 2. So if you just load up on level 1s, you're gonna drive your guild up the wall, especially in the new update where you can actually see who did what. If they see 50 level 1s all from one person, they'll chuck you really hard and really quick. Another way to annoy people is to go right next to them, let them scout you, wait for them to repair and then shield, or wait for a rally, pretend you're offline, and right before they hit you, shield. It gets really, that it takes a lot of maneuvering to get everyone on board for a solid rally. And if you're there the whole time and they think you're offline and you shield in the last minute, you're going to drive them up the wall. It's a great one. And the last way to annoy people, and this one's just fantastic. Again, something I haven't seen people focusing on that much, and I don't know why, because this is a great way to annoy people. If you've discovered someone just hit T5 or just hit T4, and you hit them with the Kiss of Death, it's gonna drive them up the wall. That is a surefire way to get them super angry. Um, this hits the higher tier troops first, which means that castle's going to lose a T5 or lose a T4, and they just got it, so they'll be furious. It's mean, but you want to annoy them? There you go. You let them work for 3 years to get something really awesome, and then just take it all away from them. Anyway, honestly, if you have firstly, if you have any ideas that I missed, feel free to put some down below. I might maybe make a second video out of it. But the real best way to to annoy people, and also was just be good at the game and just zero them. Wait until they're offline, wait till they've gone to fury, and then gather a rally and just zero them. That is the surefire way to annoy them. But I guess if you're an underdog and you don't have much left to do, then those techniques should work. If you like my videos, subscribe or don't subscribe, I couldn't really care less, or follow me on Twitter. I put the link below.